Hey everybody, it's me, Jackie. Welcome to my channel. Let's talk about breastfeeding today. People have differing views on the topic. I am an advocate of breastfeeding, if you can do it. I know it's not easy for every mother to do, and yes, I realize that it is an absolute blessing from Jesus that I'm able to do so. And I remember when I had my oldest daughter, I did end up having to supplement with formula, and that's okay. And she lived, she survived. I worked very busy in the healthcare industry, thinking I didn't have enough time to pump.
Your stupid YouTube channel.
She just wanted me to do my YouTube channel.
So, you know, having 5 children, you know, my oldest was primarily the only one that I had supplemented milk with. Back when I was 22, and I nursed her just until before she turned 2. My other children, I nursed them until they were about 2 and 2.5, and I ended up working in a daycare. And when I worked in a daycare, my baby, who is now 7, used to come with me, and I couldn't nurse her as frequently. And so, yes, baby.
I hurt my hands. I hurt my hands. Do you see how red it is?
What'd you do?
We were playing, and I accidentally hit my head too hard on Grace's knee. And we were fighting because she wanted to.
Slapping your knee, slapping your knee. Are you okay? And so I ended up not nursing her as often, and I ended up getting pregnant during that time with twins, identical twin boys. And I was still nursing through my pregnancy. I nursed my twins exclusively the first 6 months of their life, and I am so fortunate that I could do that, because having twins is hard. I was still nursing my toddler. She was 18 months by the time the twins were born, and she was still nursing. Eventually I did wean her, probably just before she turned 2. Although I really can't even remember, to be honest. Let me see her. Having twins and a toddler, plus a school-age child, plus my stepson, plus I was in school, trying to work, trying to do all the house chores, was difficult. But breastfeeding made it so much easier. I didn't have to wash a single bottle. I really didn't pump because I never really ever had them drink from a bottle. Like, I'm very fortunate I got to stay home during that time. Shout out to my husband. And we're gonna have to cut this video short, but I just had my 5th baby, and I just think, wow, breastfeeding is just so amazing. In the middle of the night, you ain't gotta get fully up, okay? You put the baby on, you take the baby off. However, I do work as a nurse now, and I usually work overnights, but she's 7 months now, so she doesn't really eat as much throughout the night as compared to a newborn. So I do pump with her, and I do have bottles, but I literally only have 4 because she really doesn't even drink the milk that I leave behind, you know, for her dad to feed her. And we tried several different sorts and kinds, but she doesn't need it much at night. You know, she won't really take the bottle from him at night. However, she has started solids, and, you know, babies are so smart. She knows if I'm home, and she will nurse for me. Yes, baby. All right, she wants to have her milk. So anyways, if you have any breastfeeding questions, I am a nurse, and I did breastfeed 5 children. I did breastfeed twins. I tandem nursed, meaning that I literally nursed the twins at the exact same time from the moment that they were born and medically cleared, like from the neonatologist, etc. And the, nurses and doctors, because I had a C-section. And once they looked them over, they weighed them, warmed them, blah, blah, blah. As soon as I went into the PACU, I was able to nurse. Unfortunately, with my daughter, that is 7 months, she did go to the special care nursery. She's completely fine now. And she was then too. She just needed some help breathing. But anyway, praise be to God, she didn't go into respiratory arrest or anything like that. And she does not have any lung issues or breathing issues or any diagnoses that would reflect any of that. So that was just the first 2 days of life, day and a half really. She was on some supplemental oxygen, and praise be to God, she has never desatted ever since. And sometimes that happens with babies for several reasons, but we can talk about that a different day if you guys are interested. Yeah, I am a breastfeeding advocate. If you can do it, some people can't. The anatomy doesn't make it easy enough. Some people have to work. Some people have trauma that they just don't feel comfortable doing it, but you do what's best for you and your baby. I think fed is best. And I personally do have formula on hand in my home. God forbid I was in an accident, or once you go through all that stored milk, it's like it's on hand, because they need breast milk and or formula at least until they're 1. They say exclusive till 6 months, but yeah. This was just a little interim period talking about breastfeeding if you can do it.